Guys, M.V.K Kid here coming to you again. How's everybody doing out there? Um, this is for all my DC fans out there. Well, guys, DC has announced the second wave of the new 52. However, there are six new titles in, and six titles are going out. They're going to be canceled after in April. Now, I'll get to the cancellations later, but here are the six titles. Okay? Batman Incorporated. Of course, another Batman title. Is going to be written by Grant Morrison, artist by Chris Burham, and pretty much where the Batman franchise globally is prepared for the major international threat of Leviathan, I guess. Okay, so that's the first title. Next title, Earth 2, written by James Robinson and artist Nicola Scott. This is the JSA title. The greatest heroes on a parallel Earth, the Justice Society combats threats that will set them on a collision course with other worlds. So guys, I'm definitely going to pick that up. Okay, next title, number 3, World's Finest, written by Paul Levitz, artist George Perez and Kevin Maguire. Stranded on our world from a parallel reality, Huntress and Power Girl struggle to find their way back to Earth 2. Perez and Maguire will be the artists. They will be alternating on different story arcs. So yeah, Power Girl fans out there, we're gonna get her back pretty much. The next title, Dial H. This is written by China McVille and artist Mantus Satolucho. I hope I'm saying that right. This is the first ongoing series from acclaimed novelist China McVille. This is a bold new take on a cult classic concept about the psychological effects on an everyday man who accidentally gains powers to become a hero. I'm reading it right from the source, guys, so bear with me. I'll leave the link as well. Next is GI Combat, written by JT Cruel, artist Ariel Olivet, featuring the return of a classic DC series, The War That Time Forgot, and along with the rotating backup stories and creative teams, including The Unknown Soldier, written by Justin Gray and Jim Parliament, and artist Dan Asian, and The Haunted Tank, written by John Arcudi and Scott Collins. Alright, that's the next title. The next title is The Ravengers, written by Howard Mankey and artist Ian Churchill. A spin-off from Teen Titans and Superboy, this series finds 4 superpowered teens on the run and fighting against the organization that wanted to turn them into villains. Sounds a little bit like Teen Titans in a way. I wonder who the 4 teens are. Maybe Raven or somebody else. Okay, so those are the 6 titles that are coming in May. Alright guys, now here are the titles. Here's the bad news. Here are the titles that are going to conclude after their 8th issue in April. Number 1, Blackhawks. Should have figured that. Number 2, Hawk and Dove. Number 3, Men of War. Number 5, OMAC. And the other 2 I read, and I'm a little disappointed in them. Mr. T, Mr. Terrific, and Static Shock. Those are the titles that are going to be replaced come May. Now, I'm not gonna read all of what happened, especially what the chief editor said. But with the two titles that I did read, Mr. Terrific and Static, I'm a little disappointed because first, Mr. Terrific just, I guess it just couldn't find its place, or just couldn't find an audience that, and once again that comes back to people that always say, I love Mr. Terrific. So if you love him, why don't you buy him? You support the character. And so that's another reason. But then you got the other reason of, yeah, maybe, the writers. And Static, it's a shame Static going, but some people said it started off good, and then it started to go downhill. uh I didn't read Hawk and Dove, and I didn't read Black Hawks, and I didn't read Men of War or OMAC. So, oh well. But yeah, it's gonna be sad to see the two titles that I read leave. But out of the six titles that are coming, the only three that I'm really interested in is Earth 2, World's Finest, and probably this Ravengers. I'm really interested in seeing who the four superpowered teens are. But I not really. I don't really another Batman title. I can care less really. Sorry guys. Sorry all you Batman nutty huggers out there, but I can care less about that. And Dial H, I don't know. I'm not really sure about that. And GI Combat. Uh, but yeah, those are what's coming. Um, the DC universe is heating up, I guess. Uh, but as I said before, um, I'll leave the link in the description so where you can read. But other than that, you tell me what you think of this, and you guys take care.